Hello everybody, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is Tim, and we are on part something of it. Sorry, without having my previous saves here, I can't really count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But anyway, yeah, in the previous one, we've had some really awkward things happen. Natsuki and Yuri, like, really went all out and just started going off at each other, and then Monica told me, like, pulled me out of I couldn't choose. That was another thing. I couldn't choose Natsuki when there was a choice. I had no idea what the choice was about because the dialogue was going too fast and I was freaking out, but it wouldn't let me choose. So I kept clicking and clicking and clicking. Also, Monica pulls me out of the room and says, "Oh, she'll forget tomorrow, I bet." And I knew something was wrong. And then she comes by and Natsuki doesn't remember shit. And so now I'm spending time with Yuri. So, yeah. Now we're talking about the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean... Not the things about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Timo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those books, those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? No, I don't... Maybe? Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, I haven't lost interest or anything. Well... I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredible... What? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if... I miss the dating sim. I miss the good times of, like, baking with Natsuki and like, just having fun with everyone and writing poems, and I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, I'll open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of... Oh... Yuri, you really... apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book where more between the two of them. I can't speak right now. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with the right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the other side, but in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Oh, sorry, I think I got distracted for a moment. I glance over at her face and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading it, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind, we didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or anything. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her own heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Timbo? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. That's exactly what happened with, Natsuki. She left, and then she was like, "Did you do something?" Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Natsuki. You gonna freak out now? Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And again, if this one's was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new at this, so I wouldn't expect it really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find an influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Oh, yeah. I learned you're a psychopath. Timbo, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Timbo, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. And, okay, that was a lot faster than the previous. Or not. No, not end. Okay. Okay, next one. Hi again, Timbo. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. What was that? What is going on here? Alright, great job, Timbo. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh, that way, I thought that was her talking. I'm like, I don't understand. It always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes that kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on too a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, endless cacophony of meaningless noise, a noise that won't stop, violent, grating, speaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, and endless something of my meaningless. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find her facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. That's my advice for today. I just got chills. Thanks for listening. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. The poem turned out good. It's well, there are some things that you can work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning on an axle, grinding bolthade? I don't know. Linear gearbox, falling sky, severe holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a love, I can't read this. Love, I don't know. Parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bottlehead of holy stakes tied in the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, that's the word, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. What? That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. Did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Okay. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Oh, don't you dare be a jump scare, I swear. I don't. Okay. I love you. Oh, okay, everyone. What? And this is like... What is this, Call of Duty when I get shot? Okay, everyone, they're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Ew. Oh. Not in my ear. Please stop. This is about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's it. Hello? I was reading... Hello? Okay. Ah! Son of a bitch. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Timbo joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still have 4 members, and the festival is our only chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already had enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where, people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. I want to leave. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Timbo? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Timbo to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Where'd the music go? Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked about Timbo until Timbo joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Timbo isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken back by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Timbo want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club... It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? That doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Timo, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this, anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. Now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Timo, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Well, who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, like how nice and quiet the club is. I like how nice it... And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed... Whoa! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decisions that's right for the club. Chills. But what about you, Timo? What do you want to get out for this club? It's the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect question is better than anything. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes... Stop it! What did I just say? Their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone every once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Well, Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Before shit goes crazy again, I'm gonna save and leave this for the next one. Oh my god, I am like... I'm on edge right now. I'm super on edge. I'm going a little long on this episode, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm going to save the rest for the next episode. If you guys are liking this video, just go ahead and leave me a like below. If you want to see more, just subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and also check out the channel. Got other games on there too. Man, this game, it has thrown me through so many loops. I am not feeling safe right now. But, yeah. I'll be coming out with another video real soon here, so as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.